Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster 2 here on the channel. It's the last episode of the Greek area. We're finishing the Greek area. I am going to miss this area so much. It has been extremely fun to make this one. And also in this episode we are starting to build an entrance for a new area, which you did see in the thumbnail. Of course, it is Sorcery, like a bit of Harry Potter sort of magic. That's what we're going for. The footage for you might be a bit glitchy. I don't really know why. There's something wrong with my OBS, if you do remember. I did say, but I think it does get better later in the episode, so very sorry about that, guys. I am going to try and fix it like later today. I don't really know. But here we go. I'm just putting in lots of lakes down because ultimately Triton's terror. Triton is the son of Poseidon, and Poseidon is the god of water. And Triton's terror does go around everywhere in the area, so putting a lot of watering, ultimately for Triton's terror, but also just for the aesthetic, to make it look a bit better. But yeah, can't believe that it is coming to the end of this area, and the sorcery area might actually be the last area of the theme park. But don't worry, because we are going to be building a water park and a whole resort with it. This is only the start. Putting in a flat ride in here just right now. I didn't go for that one. Went for this Insanity one. I think because that fits quite well. And we will be needing a name suggestion. This time it can be anything to do with Greek that you want. It's completely your choice. Last name suggestion of the Greek area. Good luck. And I hope you get your name picked by me. Okay, just changing the colour of it just right here because purple and green doesn't really fit with a ancient Greek theme. But yeah, I don't know why it's this laggy. It's very strange. I'll get my dad to look at it, but yeah, I don't really know. And now it gets better. Yeah, now it gets better. Okay, guys, all good. But I tell you what else would be even better if you smash that subscribe button and like the video. But I'm not the only person that you should do that to. You should also smash that like button and subscribe button to Max's Adventures Granddad. That's right, my granddad does have a YouTube channel. Please go over and watch some of his videos, give him some love, get him some more subscribers. Should we have a little look at what he's at? Go on. Let's go on to YouTube. Go on to Max's Adventures, and then put in Granddad. Oh guys, he's nearly at 20 subscribers. One more subscriber. Come on, please get him to 20 subscribers. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. That's right, we do want to get him to 100. Obviously, that's everyone's goal. So smash that subscribe, like, comment, every button. But yeah, just working on these sight lines just right here, because obviously we don't want green rocks in a Greek area, so I managed to cover that pretty well, I think. But yeah, that was certainly quite hard. End up putting another lake in. That's right, I am putting in a lot of lakes today. No more rocks, just lake. I'm lake boy. Just putting in some of these Mediterranean rocks. Again, I am going to hide them tropical rocks because sightlines, we want them to be good, don't we? I'm actually hiding them really well here. And I go down to a guest perspective and you actually can't see them. So, as you just saw right there. So, did pretty good job in my opinion. Just going to put some more date palms in. Obviously the palm trees, gotta have them. And this is the first area, the first proper area. Well, no, this isn't, but the sorcery area will be the first area, or proper first area, to not have palm trees in. Because I'm going for spooky forest. Obviously we are going to put the new Ultimax LSM Raid coaster in, the side bike coaster, and possibly another family coaster, and also way more flat rides, including the flying theatre, completely new to the game, as well as swing launches. So I think it's gonna look pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, just gonna put the pathing for the path to the sorcery pack area, because we need that obviously. And I'm going to use a cobblestone path, because cobblestone spooky kind of fits in my opinion. Yeah, really happy with how that turned out. Just putting it a bit sand around there because we will no longer be needing that sand paint for the area. Like I said, the sorcery pack may be the last area in Euro World theme park, but don't worry, we have got I think I'm gonna call it Euro Lagoon coming up soon, and also Euro World Resort and Spa. I'm not gonna build a spa, but I've got to put it in, haven't I? Attract a bit more guests. That will work. Okay, I'm just gonna make this first bit of the roller coaster a bit more themed, as well as the queue for Triton's Terror, because the queue is looking pretty bland. Oh, sorry, in my opinion. I just noticed I'm barely even in the camera. I should probably move over, shouldn't I? Still barely in the camera. What is my camera doing? Okay. Sure, we'll work with that. Actually, no. I prefer being in the middle. One sec, guys. There. Okay. That should be a bit better. Let's have a little look. That is a lot better. Right. Yeah. Just theming up the end of the roller coaster. Again, putting in lots of water because Triton, Poseidon Sun, Poseidon God of Water. And the roller coaster is called Triton's Terror. So it does fit quite well. Probably the thing that's going to fit the most in this theme park, not going to lie. But yeah, excited for the new area. Obviously, I'm going to go for like a Harry Potter kind of sorcery magical theme. I might build a castle, maybe like a smaller version of Hogwarts. But that's if I can be bothered to do that. Because you know me. Obviously, I'm not going to put the palm trees in front of that main like temple building because it's got that big Poseidon statue and I don't want that just to be for nothing. So, yeah, gonna not put any palm trees in front. Putting lots of palm trees here though because that will be the sorcery area. Just right there, and we don't want people seeing through, so we ultimately want our areas to be very immersive. Putting in a bit more water features just right here. Effect ring, water splash large, because again, as I've said many times, Triton, Poseidon Sun, Poseidon God of Water. But here we go, just theming up the queue line. The queue line does end up being like a big, massive bridge over water, but I'm putting way too much water in this episode. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, just to theme it up really and make it look really, really good. Oh, just bashed my knuckle on the edge of my desk. Jeez, man. Anyways, as you can see, putting in the water feature just right here. Obviously, because I'm not going to say it again. You already know. Just going to paint that sand. Going to disguise it in rocks around, and I'm really happy with how this queue actually turned out. I'm not gonna lie. I need to stop saying not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But again, going to put lots of palm trees there because obviously that will be the sorcery area most likely. That could be another thing. That could be like the hotel or the water park. I'm not really sure, but we'll work on it. But yeah, here we go. Looking very nice. The transportation between the water park, the resort, the hotel, and the theme park is actually going to be most likely in the sorcery area. The station for the bus in the theme park. I'm not going to build a layout yet, because obviously we don't know where the water park or the hotel is going to be, but you know, that's my idea. Just putting in some Poseidon stick thing. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's like trident, something like that. Don't know. Putting in lots of fountains. I probably can't even count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think. I don't even know. I put a lot in just right there. Having a little look around. Really happy with how this turned out. It's lagging again. I wonder why. Yeah, very sorry. And Grandad, you have come up with the name of Medusa's Mayhem for the child coaster. Thank you so much for the name suggestion, Grandad. Obviously went for it because it really does fit. But here we go. Building the entrance for the magical Harry Potter sorcery area thing. And sheesh! The theming is incredible in this pack. Only came out Wednesday, I believe. It was the 16th of September, and now it's the 21st. Yeah, probably around Wednesday. And gosh, did Frontier cook with this. Really happy with how they build it together. Just gonna duplicate that up, and the roofs. Jeez, man. I was watching Benji's Adventures. Because he's doing a Planet Coaster 2 series. He reviewed the sorcery pack, and he built a whole entire Hogwarts because he was recreating his movie park that he made in Theme Park Tycoon 2 in Planet Coaster 2. So he built Hogwarts without the sorcery pack, and now the sorcery pack has come out. He got quite mad. So if you're watching this, Benjamin, I feel sorry for you, okay? But yeah, I'm about to put in some pillars just right here, because who doesn't love a good pillar? You gotta love a good pillar. I think I was gonna put pillars in. Don't even know. Was I? I did, but I think that was later. Just putting in these trims just right here for that rectangular roof piece thing. Again, I don't know the names. Just gonna put another window in, a small window at the top. Really happy with how that turned out. Yeah, as I said, theming is amazing in this pack. Fronted did cook with this. I'm just putting in some more windows. I had stick to object and align the surface on. Here we go. I'm putting in the pillars now, and it wouldn't do it on that building. The one that I've already themed, it was fine, but I don't really know why it wouldn't do it on the other. I actually later in the episode ended up completely just doing it again, but yeah, I don't really know why it did that. There we go, putting in them pillars in. Amazing, because obviously wood attached to a building and it's a very long piece of wood isn't really realistic. So putting in a big spider in just right here, and obviously we've got to get his cobwebs in. It's the rules when you're building this sort of stuff. And I ended up going for people doing like witchcraft, like Expelliarmus, wand spells. Actually, I've put animatronics of them in. It actually ended up looking really good. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And as you see, I'm putting in some crystals in just right now. Obviously, you can change the color of them completely. You can custom color it. It is pretty crazy, as you see just right here. Making it green. Looking nice. You can tilt it. You can do anything. And with the sorcery pack, there was a update 7. I think it was like a hotfix. And now you can actually tilt buildings on grid. So say if you wanted to slant your building, you couldn't do that before, but now you can. So that building that I just built right there could have been 90 degrees, like facing upwards, or it could have been horizontal on the floor. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy that Frontier added that. Putting some crystals even on the roofs just right here. Yeah, really like interested by them crystal pieces. They're really nice. Excuse me. Putting in some giant rotten down trees, as you can see just right here, because that looks very spooky. Putting in these spell casters just right here. I'm actually thinking of making something like Forbidden Journey at Universal, like a Harry Potter Dark Ride, because with these animatronics you actually could and now with the screens you can import your own images and all of that. Comment down below if you want me to do that. But yeah, just changing the animation types just right here. The fact that you can change them is amazing. In Original Planet Coaster, there was just loads of different characters in the little thing, in like the tab where you get all your stuff. And that was just a pain to get the one that you wanted. So now at least you can place just one and you can change the animation of it. That's quite cool. Putting in some mist now. Putting in some blue, green and red mist, I believe. No, blue, red and green. Yeah, that's what I just said. Oh god, that really hurt. I actually put in some purple, I think, instead. And then I put red in. Green? Yeah, red. Just right there. That just makes it look 10 times more ambient. I end up using the rocks from the first like Main Street bit, because they fit with like a forest theme, and I don't want this to be like a city sort of thing. I want this to be in the forest and maybe a little town, maybe like a bit like Hogsmeade, maybe a bit like that, but not like a big city. So I think these rocks are the ones that I should have gone for, and I did go for. But yeah, looking really good so far. Obviously, this areas might take the longest because it certainly could be the biggest and it certainly could be the most detailed. So just you will have to wait and see, really. But yeah, but this is definitely going to be my last area. Then I will build the water park. And then I will build like the whole resort, the monorail. I might not put a monorail in, actually. I could put a monorail in, I'm not too sure. That's up for debate, but definitely like a bus driving you around to all the stuff. Obviously we've got the hotel, we have got the water park and the theme park, so it's a very big resort. Especially when this area is done, the sorcery area. The theme park itself will be massive. And yeah, just for the water park, I'm just going to go for a normal tropical water park, a bit like Typhoon Lagoon. Obviously Disney owned that, and yeah, that is what I'm going to go for. Putting in some sorcery fences right here. Got it in the name, so I had to put it in. Obviously just using the axis grid to make it all align, and ultimately amazing. And yeah, looking nice, looking very good. That really did make it look nice, especially with the lanterns that I'm about to put in. It did end up looking really good, actually. But just putting in some mossing just right here. Bracken ferns look a bit like moss. I know we don't actually have moss in the game, so it will do. But yeah, obviously make it look a bit more old. Make it look a bit like it's been there for centuries, millenniums. Probably not that long, but you know what I mean. Longer time. And that ended up giving a lot of character to it. Really happy with it. And yeah, looking nice. I do end up putting the windows in. I had to do like a whole operation of it because as you can see, the snap to position just wouldn't work. So had to do it manually with the axes. But you know, there are bugs in the game, but we just had to deal with it. Putting in some more windows in just right here again. Had to do like a whole operation on it because the snap to position and the align to surface wouldn't work. But yeah, happy that I did do the time and effort for that, because that did end up looking nice. Just seeing first person mode just right here, looking very cool with all that mist, and this is going to be a very cool area, I can already tell. But yeah, I'm gonna put some night lighting in now. Just lanterns, nothing crazy. That's all that we really need here. But yeah, sorcery lamppost. Again, got it in the name. We have to have it somewhere in the area at least. And we have got a lot of stuff to work with. Like, sheesh! We have got a ton of stuff to work with. But yeah, they're not really for night lighting. They're just more for ambience and to make it look a bit more cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a forest, like a town, like a forest town sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Final look around. I'm going to move this crystal so it isn't going through the fence. I couldn't move that one. Again, a few bugs in the game. Don't really know what that was all about. But there we go. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Say goodbye to the Greek area and make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one.